In the quiet moments, I wonder if my heart is strong enough to bear the weight of this choice. Every glance at the future feels like a gamble, a roll of the dice that could change everything. What if the life we envisioned together is just a mirage, fading with each passing day? The thought of bringing a child into this world fills me with both hope and dread. Can love alone sustain us, or do we need more than just passion to build a family? I feel the pressure of expectations like a vice tightening around my chest. What if my fears are just shadows lurking in the corners of my mind? The weight of my decision feels like a boulder, impossible to move, yet impossible to ignore. In the depths of my soul, I hear the whispers of doubt, urging me to reconsider. Is it selfish to prioritize my own dreams over the potential of a new life? Every heartbeat reminds me of the fragility of our plans, teetering on the edge of uncertainty. I see the joy in others' eyes when they talk about their children, and it stings. What if I'm destined to walk this path alone, forever haunted by what could have been? The future feels like a vast ocean, and I'm adrift without a compass. I fear that my choice will echo through the years, a haunting refrain of what if. In the stillness of the night, I grapple with the enormity of my decision. What if my heart is leading me astray into a wilderness of regret? I can almost hear the laughter of children, a sound that both comforts and terrifies me. The thought of nurturing a life is beautiful, yet it feels like a burden I'm not ready to bear. What if my dreams of freedom clash with the reality of parenthood? I feel torn between the life I want and the life that others expect of me. The fear of failure looms large, casting a shadow over my every thought. What if I'm not cut out for the challenges of parenthood? In my heart, I know that love is not enough. It requires sacrifice and commitment. I wonder if I'm being brave or simply running away from my responsibilities. The idea of a child brings warmth, but also a chilling sense of obligation. What if my decision today shapes the course of my entire life? I feel the weight of societal norms pressing down, urging me to conform. In the depths of my mind, I question whether I'm ready for such a monumental change. What if my fears are just reflections of my own insecurities? I can almost taste the bittersweet flavor of regret lingering on my tongue. The thought of a child brings visions of joy, but also sleepless nights and worry. What if I'm choosing a path that leads to loneliness instead of fulfillment? I feel like I'm standing on the edge of a cliff, peering into the abyss of the unknown. What if my heart is leading me to a place of unimaginable joy or profound sorrow? In the quiet moments, I hear the echoes of my own childhood, filled with dreams and fears. The thought of nurturing a new life is both exhilarating and terrifying. What if I'm destined to regret this decision for the rest of my life? I feel the pull of my own desires clashing with the expectations of others. What if my choice today shapes the legacy I leave behind? In the silence, I confront the reality of my fears, raw and unfiltered. What if I'm not ready to embrace the chaos that comes with parenthood? I can feel the weight of my decision pressing down, a constant reminder of my choice. What if my heart is leading me to a place of joy or a path of despair? I wonder if I'm brave enough to face the unknown, or if I'll retreat into safety. The thought of a child brings both hope and a sense of impending loss. What if my dreams of freedom are at odds with the reality of family life? What if my heart is torn between the life I want and the life I feel obligated to lead? In the depths of my soul, I grapple with the fear of making the wrong choice. What if the love I have for you isn't enough to build a family? I can almost hear the ticking clock, reminding me that time waits for no one. What if my dreams of adventure fade into the background of diaper changes and sleepless nights? I feel the weight of my decision like a heavy cloak, suffocating yet familiar. What if I am destined to walk this path alone, forever haunted by the echoes of my choice? In the quiet moments, I wonder if I'm being selfish or simply protecting my heart. What if the joy of parenthood is overshadowed by the fear of inadequacy? I can see the future stretching out before me, a vast expanse filled with both promise and peril. What if my fears are just the shadows of my own insecurities lurking in the corners of my mind? I feel the tension between my heart and my head, a constant battle of desires and responsibilities. What if I'm choosing a path that leads to regret instead of fulfillment? In the stillness of the night, I confront the reality of my fears, raw and unfiltered.